Hello students, so today we are going to start our module 2 of chapter 1, the story of village Palampur. In earlier module we have studied how the organization of the production was carried out. It was basically based on the four factors. First, the land, second, labor, third, physical capital, and fourth, human capital. Now we are going to study about the farming of Palampur. Farming is the main production activity in Palampur. 75% of the people who are working are dependent on the farming for their livelihood. They could be farmers or the laborers who are working on the farms. All the land is cultivated in Palampur and no land is left idle. As there is no land available for further increasing of the farming, the farmers of Palampur have used various techniques to increase their farming and production. One such method of increasing the production from the same land is of the multiple cropping. Multiple cropping means to grow more than one crop on a piece of land during a year. It is the most common way of increasing production on a given piece of land. All the farmers in Palampur grow at least two main crops. Many are growing potato as a third crop in the past years. Different types of crops are grown in different seasons. For example, during the rainy season, that is the Kharif season, farmers grow jowar and bajra. These plants are used as cattle feed. It is followed by cultivation of potato between October and December. In the winter season, which is the season of the Rabi crops, fields are sown with wheat. From the wheat produced, farmers keep enough wheat for the family's consumption and sell the extra into the market of Raiganj. A part of the land is also devoted for the cultivation of sugar. In this form, the farmers are able to produce more from a given land. As we have studied, the one way of increasing production from the same land is by doing multiple cropping, that is, growing more than one crop on the same land. The other way to increase the production is to use the modern farming methods for the high yield. Yield is measured as the crop produced on a given piece of land during a single year. Till the mid 1960s, the seeds used in cultivation were traditional ones. That means the seeds had relatively low yields. Traditional seeds needed less irrigation and farmers uses cow dung and other natural manure as fertilizers. All these were readily available with the farmers who did not have to buy them. The Green Revolution in the late 1960s introduced the Indian farmers to the cultivation of wheat and rice using the high yielding variety of seeds. That means they were using better quality of seeds. Now, compared to the traditional seeds, the HYV seeds promise to produce much greater amount of grain on a single plant. As a result, the same piece of land would now produce the larger quantities of food grains that was possible earlier. These high yielding variety of seeds, however, needed plenty of water and also chemical fertilizers and pesticides to produce the best results. Higher yields were possible only from a combination of HYV seeds, proper irrigation, chemical fertilizers and pesticides, etc. The Green Revolution basically took place in the states of Punjab, Haryana and western Uttar Pradesh. The farmers in these regions set up tube wells for irrigation and made use of the HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers and pesticides in farming. Some of them brought farm machinery like tractors and threshers which made plowing and harvesting faster. But with the advantages also come some disadvantages. Land being a natural resource, it is necessary to be very careful in its use. Scientific reports indicate that the modern farming methods have led to the overuse of the land. In many areas, Green Revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility. Why so? due to increasing use of the chemical fertilizers. Also, continuous use of groundwater for tube wells irrigation has reduced the water table below the ground. Environmental resources like soil fertility and groundwater are built up over many years. Once destroyed, these resources are very difficult to restore. Thus, although there were various advantages of the Green Revolution that took place in 1960, there were some disadvantages as well.